The glass shattered, and the scientist began to scream. Dr. Aaron Blake stumbled backward inside Lab 4, his hands shaking as green smoke poured out of the broken container on the floor. The alarm screamed so loud they hurt his ears. Red lights flashed. The metal door slammed shut on its own. Aaron looked at his hands. They were changing. His skin looked pale, like all the color was being pulled out of it. Dark lines crawled under the skin, moving like worms. His fingers curled, then straightened, then curled again, like they were no longer listening to his brain. "No," Aaron whispered. "No, no, no." He tried to reach the emergency shower, but his legs felt heavy. Each step was slow, like walking through thick mud. The green smoke wrapped around him, warm and wet, sticking to his clothes. Then the pain hit. Aaron dropped to his knees and screamed. His back arched in a way it never should. His teeth hurt. His jaw felt tight, like it wanted to open wider than normal. He pressed his face into the cold floor, begging it to stop. Outside the lab, on the other side of the thick glass, Emily Carter watched in horror. "Aaron," she shouted, banging on the door. "Open it. You have to open it." Aaron looked up at her. For 1 second, Emily felt hope. Then Aaron smiled. It wasn't his smile. The lights cut out. That was how it ended. That was how it began. 6 hours earlier, everything had been normal. Aaron arrived at Westbrook Research Facility just before sunrise. The building sat far away from the city, surrounded by fences and warning signs. Inside, it was quiet and clean, like always. Aaron loved this place. He believed in the work. They were creating a chemical called NX-17, designed to heal damaged cells faster than ever before. No more long hospital stays. No more slow recovery. That was the goal. Emily met him in the hallway, holding a tablet. "The test results came in," she said. "The cells reacted faster than expected." Aaron smiled. "That's good news." Emily hesitated. "It's also aggressive." Aaron waved it off. "Every breakthrough looks dangerous at first." By mid-morning, the team gathered in Lab 4. White coats, gloves, calm voices. The chemical sat inside a thick glass container, glowing faintly. Aaron leaned close to the glass, his eyes shining. "This is it," he said. "We're going to change medicine forever." Emily felt uneasy. "Aaron, maybe we should slow down." Aaron didn't listen. He increased the pressure. That's when the container cracked. Just a hairline fracture at first. Easy to miss. No one noticed until it was too late. The glass exploded. Green smoke filled the room in seconds. The others escaped. Aaron didn't. Back in the present, inside the locked lab, Aaron stood slowly. The pain was gone now. In its place was something else. Hunger. He looked at his reflection in the glass wall. His eyes were darker. His skin looked tight, like it didn't fit right anymore. He tilted his head. The reflection tilted a moment later. Aaron heard Emily's voice again, faint through the door. "We're getting help. Just hold on." He opened his mouth to answer. What came out was a low growl. Aaron stepped closer to the door. His hand pressed against the glass, leaving a dark print behind. His breathing was slow and deep. Emily stepped back, fear filling her eyes. Inside Aaron's head, a new thought formed. Clear. Simple. Find more. The alarm stopped. The door unlocked with a soft click. Aaron took his first step out of the lab, and somewhere deep inside him, something smiled. Aaron stepped into the hallway, and the door slid shut behind him. The green smoke stayed inside the lab, trapped, but whatever it had done to him was already finished. Aaron looked down at his hands again. The dark lines under his skin had spread up his arms, branching like roots. They didn't hurt anymore. They felt right. Emily stood frozen a few steps away, her back pressed to the wall. "Aaron, please," she said. "Talk to me." Aaron opened his mouth. He wanted to say her name. He wanted to tell her to run. Instead, his throat made a low sound, deep and rough. Emily's eyes filled with tears. "That's not you," she whispered. Aaron took a step toward her. His body moved smoothly now, too smoothly. His shoulders didn't ache. His breathing was slow and strong. Every sound felt louder. Every smell felt sharper. He could smell Emily's fear. It was sharp and warm, like metal. That scared him. He stopped walking. "Stay back," Emily said, her voice shaking. She raised her hands slowly, like she was calming a wild animal. "We can fix this. We always fix things." Aaron's head tilted to the side on its own. Fix. The word echoed strangely in his mind. Before he could think more, alarms started again, new ones. Not the warning alarms. The lockdown alarms. Heavy metal doors slammed shut along the hallway. Red lights flashed. A loud voice spoke through the speakers. Containment breach. All staff shelter in place. Emily looked around in panic. They locked us in. Aaron turned toward the sound. His hearing pulled him down the hallway. He could hear footsteps. Fast ones. People running. Find more, the thought whispered again. Aaron shook his head hard. No, he whispered. No, stop. His body didn't stop. He moved faster now, jogging down the hallway without meaning to. Emily screamed his name behind him, but the sound faded as he turned the corner. 2 security guards ran into view. There he is, one shouted. Get back. They raised their weapons, but they didn't fire. They hesitated. Aaron slowed. He didn't want to hurt anyone. But the hunger inside him grew stronger, louder, like something pounding on a door inside his chest. One guard stepped forward. Dr. Blake, you need to lie down. You're contaminated. Aaron tried to answer. The hunger answered first. He lunged. The guards shouted and jumped back. Aaron crashed into a wall, missing them by inches. He didn't feel the impact. He pushed himself up instantly. The guards ran. Aaron stood there, shaking. What am I doing? He whispered. He looked at the wall where he hit. The metal was bent inward, shaped like his shoulder. That wasn't possible. He backed away slowly, breathing fast. His reflection stared at him from a glass panel. His eyes looked wrong now. Too dark, too focused. A door ahead burst open, and more scientists spilled into the hall. When they saw him, they screamed. Aaron raised his hands. Wait, please. They didn't wait. They slammed the door shut and locked it. Aaron stood alone again. The building felt different now. Warmer, like it was breathing with him. Lights flickered as he passed. Screens turned on by themselves, showing warning messages and his name. Subject, NX-17 exposure, level critical. Aaron reached the central lab. Inside, rows of chemical containers sat in the dark. The smell was strong here. Familiar. Comforting. The hunger roared. He realized then what it wanted. Not people. The chemical. Aaron grabbed a container and smashed it on the floor. Green smoke exploded around him. This time, he didn't scream. He breathed it in. The dark lines under his skin pulsed brighter. His bones cracked softly, shifting. His thoughts grew slower, heavier, but the hunger felt calm. Complete. Behind the glass wall, Emily watched, horror on her face. Aaron, what have you done? Aaron turned toward her. For one final moment, his eyes cleared. Don't let me out, he said quietly. Then the smoke swallowed him. The lights in the building went dark, and something heavy began to move inside the lab. The emergency lights flickered back on one by one. Emily stood frozen behind the thick glass wall, her hand pressed to her mouth. Inside the central lab, the green smoke slowly thinned, rolling across the floor like fog on cold ground. Something moved inside it. Not fast, not slow, controlled. Aaron stepped forward, or what used to be Aaron. He was taller now. Not much, but enough to notice. His shoulders were wider. His white lab coat hung loose, stretched in strange ways. The dark lines under his skin glowed faintly, like veins filled with dim light. Aaron, Emily whispered. He stopped. For a moment, Emily saw the man she knew. His eyes softened. His breathing slowed. I'm still here, he said. His voice sounded deeper, but it was his voice. But I can't hold it much longer. Emily's eyes filled with tears. Tell me what to do. Aaron looked around the lab. Broken containers. Warning screens flashing red. The chemical was everywhere now. NX-17 doesn't just heal, he said slowly. It rewrites. It listens to damage and tries to fix it, without limits. A loud bang echoed through the facility. Security doors shook. They're coming, Emily said. The response team. Aaron nodded. They can't stop this. Not with weapons. Another bang. Louder. Aaron's hands shook as he pressed them to the glass. The surface fogged where he touched it. If I leave this building, he said, it will spread. Through me, through the air, through contact. Emily shook her head. There has to be another way. Aaron looked at her, and this time, the hunger pushed hard behind his eyes. I don't have much time. The glass wall began to crack. Emily jumped back. Aaron, no. I need you to listen, he said quickly. There's a manual override in the lower control room. Flood the lab. Seal it. Burn everything. Emily's voice broke. That would kill you. Aaron smiled gently. a real smile. "I already lost control," he said. "This is me taking it back." The glass shattered. Emily screamed as Aaron stepped through, stopping inches from her. Heat rolled off him now, like standing near a machine that had been running too long. His jaw tightened. His hands curled. "Go," he said through clenched teeth. "Now." Emily ran. Behind her, the response team burst through the doors. Men in heavy suits raised their weapons. "Aaron Blake," one shouted. "Get on the ground." Aaron turned toward them. The hunger surged. He took one step forward, then stopped himself. The floor cracked beneath his feet. "No," he growled. "Not them." He turned and ran the other way, back into the heart of the lab. Emily reached the control room and slammed the door shut. Her hands shook as she searched the panel. "Aaron, please," she whispered. The screen lit up. "Lab purge, confirm." The building shook violently. A deep roar echoed through the halls, shaking dust from the ceiling. Emily hesitated. Then she pressed confirm. Fire poured into the lab. Bright white light filled every camera feed. The roar became a scream, then faded into silence. The lights went out. Hours later, the sun rose over Westbrook Research Facility. The official report said there was an accident. A chemical fire. One casualty. Dr. Aaron Blake. They sealed the lab, buried the remains, shut down the project. Emily quit science. Years passed. But late one night, in a different city, a small lab received a shipment marked NX-17, sample recovered. Inside the container, something tapped softly against the glass. And somewhere deep inside it, a familiar hunger woke up again.